Now that's what I call high quality H2O. My mama says alligators are so ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
I gotta watch Waterboy again soon. What is up, Netflix fans, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking Murder Mystery, the brand new Happy Madison / Adam Sandler production on Netflix. Doesn't have a lot going for it in terms of standards, what we have set in our mind for an Adam Sandler Netflix movie, but I was hopeful that this film could surprise me because I am a fan, and I say this all the time, I'm a fan of Adam Sandler. In the last 10 so years, not very much because his movies haven't really impressed me and some of them have been horrible. Let me know in the comments down below, did you enjoy this movie? Were you anticipating it? Did it surprise you? And let's talk about Murder Mystery. So a New York cop and his wife go on a European vacation to reinvigorate the spark in their marriage, but end up getting framed and on the run for the death of an elderly billionaire. So like I said, bad track record for Adam Sandler on Netflix, bad track record in general over the last few years, other than his comedy special, which I did finally watch, and it was great. He was back to form, he was hilarious, he was heartfelt, and like I said, I like the guy. I think he is a very likable dude. He always brings in his friends to star in the movies with him, and he does what he wants to do. He makes the movies that he wants to make. Even though they're not critically acclaimed, he enjoys it, and you can tell he enjoys it. And then, like I said, Jennifer Aniston is fantastic, and that is absolutely the best part of this film. One thing that majorly surprised me was the chemistry between the two, and it should not have surprised me because we've seen them before on screen together, and they were great. And honestly, out of all of the actresses that Adam Sandler has paired himself with in movies in this vein, they may be the best couple of all of them just because their chemistry, it works. They're talking over each other like someone in a normal marriage would, and I like the idea of, okay, they're trying to rejuvenate their marriage by going somewhere and doing something that they haven't done in so long. They've been married, I believe it said, for 15 years, and you just buy that concept because it's relatable. But okay, their chemistry is good. Could it carry this movie? Because the issues that I see in these Adam Sandler movies is the plot usually doesn't come close to the level of talent of the actors. But you know what? Going into this movie, having the idea that I had in my head, and okay, it's gonna be another bad Adam Sandler movie, not anticipating it, woke up early just to watch it, it's going to disappoint me. And it did not disappoint me. It was actually significantly better. I'm not saying this is a great movie, but it was better than I thought it was going to be because it refrained itself from going down that rabbit hole of over-the-top, unfunny, and just ridiculous humor that we consistently see from movies like this. You look at Ridiculous 6, and that movie was so over the top, and some people enjoyed it, and I understand that because of the talent, which is great, but it's just too much, right? This movie was not too much. It showed restraint. It focused on the couple, and then it focused on the mystery, and I didn't even know it was going down this route, right? I didn't see a trailer for this movie. I said, I'll pass. I'll just watch the movie when it comes out and see how it goes. But it was a Murder on the Orient Express Clue-like situation where they follow Luke Evans' character Charles into this big family debacle, as you expect from a movie like this, and then boom, somebody is murdered, and everyone has to come together to figure out who is the murderer out of all of the people on this ship. Yeah, it's a cool concept. It's been done before. It's been done before in mediocre ways. It's been done before in a great way, but I've never really seen it in a pure satirical sense before, and I never imagined Adam Sandler would be at the forefront of a movie like this, a movie that was shot better than the other movies in this Adam Sandler Netflix renaissance, if you will, and it looked good. This movie, the filmmaking here is significantly better than anything else I've seen. So I go in and I look at the director, and it's Kyle Newacheck, and a lot of people know him from Workaholics. He actually directed the movie Game Over Man that came out last year on Netflix, and a lot of people enjoyed that film. I thought it was what I was afraid this movie was going to be. I thought that was too much. This film was not too much. Murder Mystery is a likable and enjoyable film on Netflix that still suffers from similar issues that I expected it to, right? You get into the actual meat of the story, it's a bit predictable. Certain characters, side characters, do not get fleshed out to their full potential, and you have really talented actors in there that pop up here and there. I'm like, oh my goodness, what are you doing here? They were underserved from a story standpoint, but it's not about the side characters. It's about the couple that we're focusing on, and once again, Sandler, Aniston, they have great chemistry. Their banter is so entertaining that even when the movie, the plot doesn't measure up to what you want it to be, you can't help but have a smile on your face. Now, when you get into the third act of this film, it does follow conventional beats, and it does do things that maybe have you scratching your head a little bit, questioning, and you get in similar situations. There are moments when somebody is restraining someone with their arm and they have a gun to their head, and it happens over, and it seems like over again, and it's like, okay, how many times are we going to get into the situation? And there is a moment where you think the movie is over, and I thought to myself, you know, this is ending pretty quick, but I'll accept it. Then the film goes on for another 10-15 minutes. At that point, I think it could have cut off, but you did have to solve that other story point. Now, when they were doing the inevitable flashback of, okay, who actually committed the murders when you find out that particular person, I thought those flashbacks were very sloppy. From a filmmaking standpoint, they just didn't look good. They felt shoehorned, a bit too much exposition, and I can say that about the majority of this film. It's just a bit too much in terms of the dialogue spelling things out for the audience, and it just wasn't as well written of a mystery that I wanted it to be, but it was still more entertaining than I expected, and that's what I can say about Murder Mystery at the end of the day, guys. I went into this shaking my head saying, it's gonna be another... It really wasn't, and it's not a very good movie, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's one of the best films I've seen on Netflix all year, no, but it was significantly better than I thought it was going to be. It exceeded my expectations. I had a bit of fun with it, and this is the best we've seen Adam Sandler in a long time. He was restrained, he was himself, but he was really good in the film in terms of chemistry, and I just liked it. I had a good time with it, and I didn't expect to say that. Do I see it performing well in terms of overall critic reception? No. Do I see it having a high score on Rotten Tomatoes? No. But the fact that it surprised me this much makes me sit back and say, you know what, Adam? I'm going to give you this one. I'm going to go with 60% for Murder Mystery. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. They're going to look at it and think the same thing that they thought about his other films on Netflix. But you know what? Since this surprised me so much, and it's so much better than all of the other comedies he has done in recent years, gotta give it to the man, and I have to give it to the crew behind this movie. They actually showed some effort. It was okay, and you know what? That's okay with me. That's better than I thought it was going to be, so I was surprised with Murder Mystery. Let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this Netflix review. It helps out this channel. And comment your thoughts. Did Murder Mystery surprise you, or was it just another cliche Adam Sandler comedy? I understand if you feel that way as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And yeah, I'm in a pretty good mood now. Later on today, more reviews. Jessica Jones Season 3. All of the brand new Netflix shows dropped. Gonna try my best to binge my way through them. You guys are the best once again. I'll see you very soon.